But the content of which is the local camp, it's already done, right?
Yeah. In the dossier, okay, we are on air. Just make a welcoming. Hello. We are in the Glocal Camp session, and this is the session of communication and communication strategy. The topics in the meeting minutes are talk about the website, the priorities of the website, and the campaign of communication, and the channels that we have to use to communicate the internal communication for the network. So, Maite, you were saying that the content are in the first point of the meeting minutes of today. In the dossier, we have all the contents, and we just have to translate in English and put English and Spanish in the website, and decide how to put it in the website structure. In the second point, we have the link of the website to the document of the website, and the link. I want to put the link as well. Okay. So as I was saying that in the last days I was talking with Pascual and Bentehui, which are the priorities of the website. And we were talking about Glocal Camp, support network, calendar, and how to collaborate, or how to be inside as a person or as a institution. In the website document, we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 how can I say pestañas of the website?
No sé. ¿Cómo es la palabra?
Tabs.
Tabs. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So we have 8 tabs, and we have to decide maybe 3 or 4 in at the beginning, and then we can complete in the next weeks. So yeah, we just have to organize the task, I think, and who can do that, and when, and how we can do that. So
well, first of all, would be I mean, more than try to think when we can do it, to think about when we need it, when you need it for the meetings, then to set up a deadline, and then to see how much we can do for that deadline and who can do it.
we needed.
Spanish versions are already there. Let's put the Spanish ones in, and then you use them for the meeting, and in the meantime the translation is done.
We are having the meeting yet, so as Ventehui is saying in the chat, we need it for yesterday.
Okay.
So,
As always.
Yeah, as always, of course. So yeah, we are in the middle of the negotiation with all the institutions. So if we have it this week, better. If we have it next week, it's okay as well. But yeah, we are hurry, of course. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but we can say that we have our priority, and it's the website. And the second thing are the social network, right?
Yeah,
Or-
I think this social network is easier. It's just make a strategy like okay, 2 posts per week, and we can start with some photos, some a short message with some information of the website or calendar, or I don't know, but this is I don't think that's the social network is a problem. That we can do it. The problem is the website, I think, because if the site that all the people go the first time, all the people look for information, and where all the people go when they want to come to the Glocal Camp.
Okay. So we should start to the the tareas,
The tasks, yeah.
tasks, and let's see.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And there were some things in the last year's Glocal Camp website, like the form for the registration. Do we have them somewhere so that we can reuse it?
Yeah, we have it. Just a minute. This was.
And with that form also, we need to find a way to send kind of an automatic email when the person submits the form. Because in my case, I had like registered on the form and didn't receive nothing for like 1.5 months. And then I got this email, yeah, you are registered. And I was just like, okay, maybe, because I thought maybe there was a problem with the form or I couldn't register at all.
It was a test to see if you're really.
If I'm really interested.
And you passed it. You're here.
About the form, we have the form of the last Glocal Camp. I just put it in the meeting minutes.
Okay.
It's someone is with alguien tiene el micro ahí con algún sonido raro, o soy yo solo.
Yo también escucho ruido.
Someone is with some strange sound. I don't know. Maite.
No, I don't hear anything wrong. Am I?
It's you, Maite.
Oh, really? No.
It's you, Maite.
Oh my God.
Okay. No, but you don't have to go. Okay. Hello, Chiqui, Claudia. Okay, so we have the application form of the last Glocal Camp. We have the base of the form to work that. Maite, si se te escucha todavía, cierra el micro hasta que tengas algo que decir o algo así, pero mientras tenlo apagado para que no se escuche, ¿vale? So yeah, we have some documents of the local camps that we made before, but not a lot. But yeah, the form is one of that. That is for me.
That's already on the website, right?
What, the form?
Yeah.
Yeah, can be on the website, but now it's not, because the form is about the last local camp on Hospitalet. But if we work a little bit on that, we can put it in this week. Because until now we know about some people that they buy the tickets, but we don't know exactly, because it's just saying in some channels, but we have not all the information together. So we needed this form to know about the check-in and check-out of the people and how many people we are, to look for infrastructure, and yeah, to have all the information.
Okay.
And
I think that one thing that could be helpful would be to try to imagine phases of development of all the things that we want to do for the website, and then we can try to organize better to have not just one deadline, because it's hard because we need it for yesterday, but to have several ones and to try to stick with that. And in that sense, and also this could be helpful to try to imagine which are the main priorities. For me, would be, I mean, I put this here just as a draft to discuss it. And what I'm imagining is that the first thing that we need to do is to put all the content that we already have for the dossier in Spanish, to put it on the website, which is the easier thing to do, and to have a deadline for that. Then the next thing for me would be the contact form and the facts questions. We have those sections. For me, the contact form is in a second level of priority. Right now, the main priority is about to have the content on the website for the meetings, to try to look for money. But right now, it's not that important to have the form for people to subscribe, because, well, I guess that thing could be done, I don't know, 2-3 weeks from now. And then the third phase would be to translate everything in English, and we can have also the deadline for that. Anyway, it could be 3 phases that we could work parallel. I mean, at the same time that someone is putting all the contents on the website in Spanish, or is working on facts or contact form, another person could be working on translating contents in English. But anyway, we can have like 3 different deadlines to try to know when we can have it done.
Okay, when you talk about the Spanish contents, you talk about everything as like about Glocal Camp support network, calendar, and everything, or just about?
No, everything less than facts. I mean, I don't know what to say.
About
Yeah, less.
calendar.
Yeah, would be everything unless
For me, it's
about the contact
calendar
and the facts.
And for me, the support network is really important.
Yeah, for me too. Would be.
Okay.
This.
So content is. Yeah, we are writing in the meeting minutes in notes. Okay.
Yeah, I put it there also.
Okay, so Spanish contents. It's about calendar and support network. The phase 2 is contact form and facts. And the phase 3 is translate everything in English.
I don't know. What do you think about? I did it just as a draft to discuss it, but.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can. It is not a linear work. I think it's three phases. We have 3 phases, and we have to decide who make each one. For example, I was talking about maybe Julia can work in the facts because she was outside of the Glocal Camp, and in the last Glocal Camp she was thinking about that. She was thinking about this network, how it's work, how can I go inside, how can I participate. That's questions you have in your mind. I think better than us. So maybe you can work on that if you want. But I think we can work in parallel all the phases. For example, to translate in English, if we have the contents right now, we can just talk with people that made a call to all the network that they maybe can translate the contents. And the first phase that you talk Spanish content, maybe you, Pascual, and Alfonso, I don't know, the people that know about WordPress and how to make a website can do that, and me, I can, I don't know, be in all these phases, and of course the management of all the meetings and that kind of task. I don't know what you think.
And also we need kind of someone who reads all the texts, who goes through them, so that, I mean, sorry, but there needs to be done a proofreading anyhow. Keep the terminology constant and so on, because if everyone does it in pieces, then they all come together. It needs to be read once more by someone.
Okay, I can. I think I can.
I will try to do that, because this is what we had done with Pascual for the About Us section in the website. You need it anyhow to see if you use the same word for the same thing and it doesn't confuse the reader.
Okay. Yeah. I can work on that in that task as well.
Okay.
So we create in the website document, in the meeting minutes as well, in the web document, we have all the document of the each tab to work on that, and we have this one is about and program. So we can work on that those documents, and yeah, I can help in that. So the deadline you are writing, Pascual, in deadline. What do you think about when we can do that? It's a good idea to put some deadline or
yeah, for me we need to put it. Also for you to know when it's going to be done, the work. So you can also try to manage your own calendar, your own meetings calendar, knowing when it's going to be the information on the website and which information is going to be on the website. So I think it's important to do it. And for me, I will do it as real as we can. And I don't think that we can do it before Friday next week.
Okay.
But I don't know, because I don't know, maybe could be before, but right now my fear is that we have all the content in Spanish for the dossier, but my fear right now is that all those contents we are going to need to work on it to put it on the website, because some of them are not going to fit with the format of the website. So it's not just to grab the content and to put it on the website, but you need to work on it, and
okay,
that
but
needs
in the same
not so much time, but a little bit.
Okay, but in the same time that we are working on the structure, the website, we design or we create the structure of the website. Me, for example, I can work on that format of the content. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
If we know how the website is gonna work, we can work in these formats at the same time. So yeah, I think it's possible to finish before the 16th of February, but okay, if we put a date, we have to try to finish.
Yeah.
So I prefer that we put a real date, a real deadline, and we finish on that day. Then we put in, okay, we finish this Friday, and I organize my calendar, and at the end we don't finish it, and that's it's worse for me.
Yeah, for me the same. I think it's better to be as honest
Mhm.
with ourselves as we can.
Yeah, if we finish before, it's great, better. But
And I can do the FAQ within this week,
Okay.
and then you comment on it. It's better.
okay,
Okay.
we can work on that, and we talk in the Slack channel. We communicate everything with the Slack channel, and we always keep in contact, and we made feedback or something.
And what am I gonna do? Anyone need help? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can translate in English all the docs. If you think that you are enough to make your points, I can get responsibility to translate this. Or have you? I don't know.
For me, the translation needs to wait until we have the final contents in Spanish for the website, adjusted at the format that we needed for the website. By now, I mean, to try to adapt all these contents that we already have for the dossier to the website, this work is going to be done on Google Docs. So we need for that as much help as we can to try to work on that documents and to try to adjust this content in Spanish. Then when we have that and we have it on the website, then we can start to make a call for people to translate it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but in the end, I'm not sure how that call will work. I mean, you might be the ones who are going to translate in the end. Also, be prepared.
Yeah, we can have make a call open, but I can talk with specific people that I know that I know that they can do that.
Okay, cool.
And I don't know. I think, for example, Maite and Nora and Pentehui it's helped me with the local meetings and that things. But for example, Maite and Nora can help in all that documents, in the facts, for example, in the specific contents for the website that we work on every tab of the website. And I don't know, maybe for example, I don't know. I think so.
I don't know if I'm the right person to generate content because I just arrived and I don't know much. I can maybe help shortening content.
Maybe you should join me with the
yeah.
Because
and I can do translations and I mean I don't know how much you modify or how pro you go with WordPress, but I can work with WordPress. So I mean something that I've done at work regularly is to create website architectures and structures. So that's something that I think I can be useful and fast at that. But generating content, I'm not sure.
Okay, so
you can help me with WordPress.
Exactly.
Yeah, are you touching the CSS and everything, or are you basically?
No, just working on.
Then I'm good with WordPress.
Okay,
great.
And I can I can't help it, but I'm looking. You cannot have 8 tabs on a website; it's too many. So we need to restructure that architecture. Yeah,
okay.
So we can start with that, create a skeleton for the website and wait for the content to come. And then, as the content comes, I'm good at shortening content, but I wouldn't create content.
Okay.
Okay, but perfect. We need people to know about WordPress, I think.
I just finished my own website with WordPress last week. So yeah,
perfect.
Okay.
About the structure, I mean, put comments and suggestions directly on the
Google Doc.
Yeah, that we already have their structure.
Okay.
So
I have a question, Nora. You have because I think you are anonymous something.
yeah, it's Nora.
It's Nora, right? But yeah, because all of us are
Dialogue name.
yeah. Maybe it's we have to invite you. You have to log in, or
yeah, I already I just sent you, Nora, an invitation for the Google Drive folder, because I realized that I didn't do it.
I am in. I mean, I see the documents, and
but you can.
I think I'm logged in.
You can edit it.
Well, we can see it this afternoon. We're going to meet at Mega Lab. We can take a look on that.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and about the working structure, I have a question. Do we work on this one document, Glocal Camp web e-redes, or do we create new ones to write the texts?
To write the text inside that one, inside web e-redes, this one website and social media, you have the structure here.
Okay.
You see the structure where I am now?
Yes.
So this one in KS about, you have the specific content of introduction, goals and facts.
Okay.
So if you go inside that.
Yes, I found it.
Yeah, you have the facts at the end of that document. We put at the beginning we put some questions, but just to start.
And then you are answering me. Okay.
And I think it's a good.
Okay.
I have a question. So this first deadline that we're setting for not this Friday but next Friday, is it for everything or for the phase 1?
Phase 1.
Okay. So it's just 2 months until we start the event, and we have a website that is incomplete without content. So I think the contact, an option for people important. Maybe if we don't want to build a contact form in this first phase, could we just put a link to the general contact that there is on CivicWise website, and it will come through there? But people are already deciding if they're coming or not, and they're having questions now to decide to book their tickets or not. This is just 2 months. So yeah, is there a generic email, contact email? We can just put that at the footer until we have a contact section, but just provide something.
Yeah, we can give it a general email about Glocal Camp and redirect this email to Artemi. So if someone writes to the email, Artemi is going to get the email. So
perfect. And yeah,
continue. Sorry.
And something else. I think it's important to inform on the social networks that we're working on the website and what sections are coming soon and all this, so that people know the site is not finished, they're putting up more content, it's all coming. That can also reduce the avalanche of questions to you in the contact form. If we're saying a detailed program is coming now and we'll update you on social networks, people are not going to be writing you, asking you for the program, for example, So I don't know, who's going to take care of the communication part?
I think by now, local group, right?
Yeah.
The thing is that the resources that we have in terms of time. but I agree that could be fine to put something. I don't know. At least something.
And I think in general, for the contact, it's always better to put an email there rather than having these forms. Because I always worry if these forms work. But an email, you send it and you know that you have sent it. And looking at this form, I think there are only two things that we need to change in the form. Rest is almost the same. So I will also try to find a way to do that. Open the Glocal Camp event. When do we do that? On Facebook. When do we open the event? You have all the visual materials, right? Now, Artemi? Because you did it
visual
for
material
the
as images or
yeah, images.
Yeah. We work on that for the dossier. Okay. So we have some images.
Yeah, I was asking before who is in charge of communication, because, or specifically social networks, because well, I think it's more practical if there's one person that takes care of that and knows when there's to post, even though we all help providing.
Yeah, I think.
So that they have that somebody creates an agenda of the things that they want to go on communicating, but I don't know how you usually do it.
I think the social network have to be coordinated with local people, and that's we can do that. But and it's I think it's easy because we have the visual contents, and we can just put an image and some information and go ahead with the communication. But okay. I am thinking about the which is the priority about this Glocal Camp. If we have to make a communication to arrive to new people to came to Glocal Camp, or made a communication to make the Glocal Camp and important or consolidate event to arrive to collaborators or partners, because I think the people that have to come, for me, is priority that it's people from CivicWise and local people from here, but we have to make the communication and website for the arrive to the new collaborators, institutions, companies, or support in some kind of way. I don't know what you mean. What do you think?
But you're thinking that, I mean, you're posing that question to know how to shape the content or to know how to manage the social networks?
No, it's just to focus the priorities of the task, because if we made some form or something to or the facts, for example, it's for the new people who come to be inside of the Glocal Camp, but maybe it's not a priority, because we are a big network, and it's important to have a connection between the global network and the local network. The local network is just made, and we just have the contact with all the local network, and we have the connection with the global network inside of CivicWise, not the new people. but I think it's more important that we arrive to the companies or institutions as a real event with impact in the local territory to take money.
Yeah, but do you think the social networks is the right way to reach these guys? I mean, it works better when you arrange meetings with them. Social network is much more like, I don't know, kind of saying to the whole world that you are big.
Yeah.
They see you are something and then they support you. I think it's kind of better to keep the social network as it is now. It is because it has this like very friendly, sincere tone, addressing to peers rather than institutions. I would propose to keep that language on the social networks and to reach to these institutions. They just understand what kind of work you are doing in social networks. But it's not to attract them in particular. I think that's my.
Yeah, I'm not talking about social network in a specific. I am talking about everything that all the tasks of we are working on in the next 2 months.
Okay.
Just to put in the focus that is most important for me personally. It's most important to arrive to the institution, take money to be to make sustainable that event, that arrive to new people of interested by the
yeah, but also
Glocal
maybe
Camp.
we can just share the tasks. You find the money for the institutions. For example, I work more on finding new people.
Yeah.
To join the community.
We have to work in parallel.
Yeah.
Regarding your question, I have the feeling it goes hand in hand. Setting up a website that is finished and mature and has a clear program and indications for people to come is sending the message to institutions that this is a properly organized event. And the sooner you have that, the more confirmations you get from attendances. And so also for institutions is, so I think I don't think prioritizing the website tasks in one way or another will help you more with partners. What will probably help you with partners is to having a couple of confirmations of big partners, and we put so that they don't say, oh my God, if those two are there, we have to be there too. So do you have confirmations already from sponsors?
I can't hear you very well, Nora. But
shall I read?
I think I get it mostly. Is that you were asking if we have some confirmation of one sponsor or collaborator.
I'm going to turn the camera off to see if it goes better and repeat because it was short. Okay. So I was saying that I don't think that organizing the website or the website tasks in a different priority will help with the sponsors. I think what most helps with sponsors is having just the website finished, complete, and round, because that sends the message that this is a proper event and they're ready to have 1,000 people coming. They have every detail nailed. And what can also help a lot is to show what sponsors you already have on the website as soon as we get sponsors, to show them so that the rest of the localities say, my God, we should support this. We need to be there. It is not possible that, I don't know, the ayuntamiento of whatever is there and we're not there. So I think those are the two most powerful things. We could put a footer with sponsors that appears. It doesn't matter where you're navigating. I think those kind of things really help you with sponsors. So the question was if we already have some sponsor that we can put up in the website and we need their logos.
For now, we have support of some initiative projects and entities, but collaboration as a partner that put money, we are in negotiation of everybody.
Then let's put what we have.
What?
Let's put what we already have in their own category.
Yeah.
And that's already.
Yeah, that's a priority. That's a priority. In the phase one, in the Spanish content that we have to put in the website, that's one of the topic. It's to put the network support, and that's been collaboration, partners, and support. That it's for example fase base or I don't know, any entities that we are working on, for example, or initiative Mestura Puerto, something like that. So we have all the local support and global support that we have to work on that as well. We have in the index of the local camp, I put it in the chat. We have in the Red de Impulso, in the support network, we have the 3 levels of the network. I mean, it's collaborators, partners, and local support and global support. So that is the network that you are talking about, I think, no? Yeah, so that's a priority for me as well.
And can we put the collaborators in previous events?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Hospitalet, el Ayuntamiento del Hospitalet, or institutions of Valencia.
Yeah, but
I would. Sorry.
Maybe it's a good point to put maybe some as in the CivicWise website that we put like we work in other editions of Glocal Camp. We work with that institutions, for example.
Cultural district, Hospitalet, and it's
powerful. That's a good point, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, in fact, I think that I would put it twice. I would put it on previous event in which I would put it, okay, what happened for example, in Paris, who were there, and who were the network that participated in that event. And also I would put it on the network support tab. I would put it like previous organizations or whatever that were working on this event. I don't know. We need to see it, but I think that I put quite emphasis on that point. I think it's interesting.
Yeah, because it's the local camp like an event of the network. You can have many collaborators during all the editions. Like one page in which you can see all the collaborators in all these years, and then you can go inside of each event, each edition, and you can see who collaborate in the specific event. But it's like the big picture,
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
One more thing. Rather than every year starting from scratch, that Glocal site, maybe we need to put all the previous websites there. I mean, now it looks like this is the first edition, but actually it's the 4th. So maybe we need to put like the previous Glocal camps 2017 in Hospitalet, 2016 in Paris, and so on. So you, rather than just then when someone looks at it, they understand that, yeah, it is something that's kind of a periodical event and it's more trustworthy because these guys are doing it every year and so on. But I think this is not something we can figure out now. But maybe after this one, we should try to figure out a way to do it.
No, but we already have that kind of information, the dossier. And the idea is to put it on the website, to have a specific tab where you can find previous events and you can find all the editions, and you can click on Paris, Hospitalet, whatever, and Canarias, and you can find the information that what happened in Canary Island, what happened in Hospitalet, what happened in. So, and for me, that one of the goals for this Glocal Camp is also that, is to build a structure for the next Glocal Camp, to put it easier, how to build the event and so on. So
yeah, maybe we can put we have now 3 phases to develop. We can put more phases and put deadlines. For example, this tab of previously on Glocal Camp, it's another phase, but maybe we can have the deadline after.
but we already have that info.
Yeah, we already have, but we have to put it on the website as the phase 1.
I put it here.
Okay, but this is the phase 1 as well.
Yeah. For me, it's important to have it. For me, it's one of the priorities. That's why I put it here. Okay. I mean, if we already have the information from the dossier, I would put it on the website, because I think it's important to have it. I mean, just what Julia was saying.
I didn't see that. Okay, so it's all the information. It's in the phase 1.
So
general information.
No, less contact and facts.
Okay, so Pascual, good luck. Good luck.
Nice.
Okay, so that's it. Or yeah, about the last topic, and we finish because we are in the session for 1 hour. It's okay. So the last point is about the channels of communication. What do you think about to make another or other channels to communicate the work of Glocal Camp? Mario was suggesting that maybe he needs a new channel to talk with some support or collaborator, because some people don't want to be involved in all the information of the Glocal, and maybe a specific channel of to talk about this kind of collaborations. It's a good idea. In the general index of Glocal Camp, at the beginning we were talking about at the first paragraph. We were talking at the beginning about to make another 5 Slack channels about communication, welcoming program, collaborations, and infrastructure. I don't know. I don't know. It's if maybe so early because we are not a lot of people. We have not. I don't know. I have doubts about the channels. I don't know if it's better to have to concentrate, centralize all the information in one of them in Glocal Camp channel, or separate some of them. Maybe it's not everything or nothing. Maybe it's just okay. We need this one, and that's it. So I think maybe this one of the collaboration, maybe it's a good point to open now, because Mario is suggesting that, and maybe he needs it. And maybe in the next weeks we can wait a little bit, and the next week we decide if we open a communication channel or a specific channel for welcoming, or I don't know.
I think the collaborator channel is a good idea, but it's early for more, I think.
Yeah, agree.
Okay.
I will do it when
Well,
we need it, as you
if
said.
we get specifics of the website, I'm intensively on the website, not the general channel with a lot of small things.
Yeah, maybe also.
Well, I don't know. It's the first time I'm collaborating. Maybe the conversations are going to happen more in the Google Doc. Right?
I think
Okay, fine.
I don't know if for example you, Nora and Pascual, work on the website, you can keep in contact between us, between yours, but the communication of what you are working on, you have to communicate in the Glocal Camp Slack channel. But if you feel that you need more another channel to communicate, that's the moment to create a new one, I think. But we can
Okay.
we can just try for now with the collaborators channel, and yeah, the communication, if you need it, just create it.
Okay.
I don't know if you think is enough for today. You have some doubts, or I create the doc of previous collaborations. I mean, just to put on that, for example, Maite, to put on that the collaborators of Glocal Camp of L'Hospitalet, and I will write to the people of Valencia and Paris to put on that the collaborators of the other locals. And okay, that's it, I think. Next, we keep in touch, and next session will be on Friday at the same time, at 12 in Canarian time zone. And we don't have, for now, we don't have the topic of this session. What do you think about that? We have to put now the topic, or what do you feel?
For me, I think if we can decide a topic, would be better to announce to the channel of Slack. which topic we're going to be talking about next session. But I don't know.
Sorry, I think that it's important, social networks. I mean, it's a lot of work for social network campaign. So maybe if when we sooner start to talk about it, better. But
I don't know.
But don't we need to wait for the website to be for the social networks also?
Wait. I think okay. I think we have three or two topics, main topics that we were talking in this week. The last Tuesday we were talking about collaborators and finance things, and on Friday about communication in general. Maybe we can keep that structure. That on Tuesday we talk about how is the collaboration, partners, support, local and global, and on Friday or the other way, I think. Today is Tuesday, so Friday about finance, and on Tuesday about communication. I don't know, it's in general. So inside of communication, it's a social network, for example, Maite. And but for me, it's really important to keep working on finance, on how it's going on, what's going on with the collaborators or partners, things. And in the middle of because of in each topic we have a week between every session of communication or finance. In this week we we talk or we keep in touch on the Slack channel, and if we need another session in between, we can put another one. But I think it's better if we have a fixed organization. I don't know. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah, for me it's okay. I think there are the two main topics right now until we understand what are we doing.
Okay. So next session will be on Friday about finance and collaborators, partners, etc. Okay.
Cool.
So
Great.
okay. So we keep in touch, and thank you for the session. And okay, keep working.
Ciao.
go to a party.
See you guys.
Go to party, Artemi. Don't forget it.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Now.
Bye bye. Ciao.